and lower the fun of things gonna.
What's good, everybody? We here with Shawn Cotton, the man himself from saycheese. What's good with you, bro?
Man, I'm happy to be here, man. Shout out to Houston, man.
And right now, we in the GEK headquarters. We getting it, you know what I'm saying? So, first question. I want to know, who is Shawn Cotton and who is saycheese for the people who don't know?
I'm Shawn Cotton, and I own this platform called saycheese that y'all probably know about. Been, breaking artists for like the last 3, 4, 5 years.
Yes, sir.
Changing lives, man. Updating people with news and different type of content that, the XXLs and the Faders and the Source magazine and all the, the top tier magazines they don't cover. I'm more for the underground. I like to call me the underground. I'm like the ESPN of underground music. So.
And another thing I want to ask you, how did saycheese get to where it is now? Because it's one of the biggest platforms on Instagram, on a blog post, whatever you want to call it. Because a lot of people rather go to you, Akademiks, Adam22, somewhere like that, other than the actual XXL, because the blog game has really changed. It went all to Instagram. It really went to digital market more than paper magazines. Nobody's reading magazines anymore.
Yeah, facts. And like I said, we got 300,000 followers. Our page went down last year, so if it didn't go down, we'll probably be at like 1 million, like 800,000, just off of momentum. But when we post something, a whole bunch of different smaller blogs posted, so our news spreads real fast. But really, what got saycheese going is me traveling, going to Chicago, going to Miami, going to Detroit, interviewing rappers that, the DJ Smalls or Vlad wouldn't go travel to interview. I'd go travel. The artist that Zach TV wouldn't go interview, I'd go interview him. I'd go to the trenches and risk my life to get an exclusive story. So, and I'm still doing that today, you know what I'm saying? Like, although, financially I'm doing better, but I don't do this for the money, I do this for the passion. So even if I wasn't making money off doing this shit, I feel like I'll still do it. And that's why I'm getting blessed the way I'm getting, because I'm not chasing the money. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? I'll still interview somebody for free. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I don't know you from a can of paint, but I'm sitting right here to help your brand, because I know at the end of the day, each one teach one, and I can't do this alone.
Yeah, so, most definitely. And I think that's another question I want to ask you. Why do you think it's so much friction and so much hate to people that do the same thing that we do with the blog post, with the podcast? Do you think it's enough for everybody to eat, but everybody doesn't want to see everybody shine? Or do you think people don't see the bigger picture?
I don't feel like I don't see a lot of hate within the
community.
As far as like with bloggers beefing with each other, is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't feel like a lot of people. Well, I don't see it.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? I see rappers that are mad at me, but I don't see like bloggers that are mad at me. Maybe they are, but I don't have time to be mad at somebody else when I can focus on myself. Mm-hmm. So, and I feel like it's so much different news and so many different artists that we can all blow up that I shouldn't be mad at Akademiks or I shouldn't be mad at an Adam22 when I can just focus on myself. And so I don't know. I mean, it's a lot of money out here for everybody.
Yeah, and see, a lot of times you'll go live and you might say something, and then somebody will clickbait it. They'll grab your live and clickbait it and make it seem like something totally different.
Right. The thing with Akademiks was, when I was just saying that, was like when he takes something, when Akademiks takes something from another content creator. He gives them credit, but he never gave you credit. So I always thought it was so personal. Okay. But I never, you'll never just see me wake up in the morning and say, fuck him for clout.
Yeah, most definitely. You have your own thing going on.
He's big on the web. I feel like I'm big in the streets. So
most definitely.
So I feel like, I'm out here touching the people. You know what I'm saying? I'm giving back to the kids. You don't see it on camera, but I'll buy a whole ice cream truck. I'm trying to look for the word, but I'll buy out a whole ice cream truck and give it away to the kids. But you won't see that on camera. Like, I'm more for the streets. I'm more for the culture. Yeah, I'm more touching the culture. So I don't really see us in the same lane. I mean, shout out to him. Yeah. What he's doing is something that a lot of people can't do. You know what I'm saying? Get on YouTube and get 300,000
off of just talking.
That's a blessing. But I was just always wonder why, like, damn,
I can't get
why me? So
most definitely.
Never hate to him.
So with that being said, how do you feel about when you see these posts on Instagram talking about you banned from a city? when a month later you pop up in the city and nothing happened?
Oh, I love the hate because I look at everything and I call it the Floyd Mayweather effect. When 50% people hate you and 50% people love you, it creates a conversation, and conversations create debates, and debates create topics. So with that being said, I love the hate because hate spreads way faster than love. If everybody loved me, nobody would care. Mm-hmm. But when people say "fuck you" and "you a bitch," "you this," "you 6ix9ine coming at me," "you a bitch," "you a dick rider," it makes things so much better on my end because people want to do shit with people that are hated. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, the hate spreads way faster than the love. So I like the 50-50 when people are arguing about me in the comments. Like, "Y'all, you a bitch. Mm-hmm. Shawn Cotton put on for the city." And then, but if everybody loved me, it wouldn't be an argument.
Nah, it wouldn't.
If everybody hated me, it wouldn't be an argument. So it's just 50-50. And that's why Floyd Mayweather, he ate so much in his life because people, they bought his fights to watch him lose. And he never lost.
Never lost.
So that's the same thing with me. It's like people, they want to see me fall, but it's just that I'm going to tune into him just to see what happens, and it just creates more views, more conversation. So I love the hate. I love it. That's why I post it. I'm
banned from another city.
I always post it because then when somebody in Jacksonville said that 2 days ago, everybody in Jacksonville stood up for me. Mm-hmm. So it was like...
It make him look goofy.
It made him look bad, and then it's like, yo, damn, so
Yeah, so. Most definitely. So also, what makes your relationship so good with the artists that you cover? Because I see a lot of times, a lot of people can't do what you do. You might do an interview with somebody for an hour, and then you might go out to eat with them. You might do sometimes people cut it off strictly at the interview and just go ahead and about their day. Right. But with you, I see you more personal. You touch the artist, you feel the artist.
Sure. I like to tap in with artists that I work with. And the thing about my platform, when they're on Say Cheese, they see the feedback. They get followers. So it's not like I'm eating off them. They're eating off me too. So when we link together, it's like it's genuine. You know what I'm saying? Like it ain't just I'm around here for clout because I got my own clout. So they don't look at me as I'm trying to come up off of them. Mm-hmm. And then a lot of these artists, I was starting with them when they were babies, when they didn't have no buzz or anything. So it's kind of like a lot of people view me as like a genuine person. And I'm a fun dude. I like to go out to eat. I like to do different type of shit. I'm not a club dude. Yeah. So you know what I'm saying. When I'm in Miami, I'm on the scooters. I'm doing different shit with the artists, man. Like we're doing different shit. I'm in the studio with them and shit like that. But I just like to keep it, you know what I'm saying, as genuine as possible, man. And you know what I'm saying, not always make it about rap. We just hang around talking about bitches.
Yeah, because sometimes you might not even interview and you might hang out with them. They might want to tap in with you and y'all create a better relationship first before you even get to the business part.
Yeah, like me and Sauce Walker, we just talking about, if the Sixers and the Rockets play in the championship, we'll bet like $10K. Just fun shit.
Yeah, most definitely. Also, wanted to ask you, what can an artist do to catch your eye? Like, what do you have to do to be on Say Cheese? Because sometimes you might pull an artist that catches your attention, or somebody might reach out to you, and then you'll get.
Yeah, I mean, it's like I said before in another interview, it's POP, pay or get popping. That's what I call it, POP pop, pay or get popping. That's with World Star. That's with breakfast. All these things that y'all think for free,
it isn't
not
free.
For free.
You were the first person I ever heard to say that publicly said that the Breakfast Club is not free. I didn't know that before you said it.
And I'm not saying I can pay Charlamagne $10 grand, but they have PRs and label budgets and all that. That's why when the people on Breakfast Club, they're only on Breakfast Club before they're about to sell something.
How pressure.
Whether if they're dropping a book or if they're dropping an album, they're on the Breakfast Club first. And the Breakfast Club, they get paid for that. You know what I'm saying? So that's with anything. Y'all think these people are getting on here for free? No way. And nothing's free. World Star is not free. All these your PR, all these artists are not getting on these blocks for free. They have PR that they pay monthly. So to get on Say Cheese is pay or get popping. Or I may see you and I may be like, damn, this dude's a star. He doesn't have a buzz. Get over here. Let's get it popping. You know what I'm saying? So this is how it is, man. Pay or get popping, and that's no secret. When you're in the strip club and you want to get a bitch, either you're popping, she's gonna fuck with you, or you're paying for the pussy. It's one or two. It's black or white. People make it harder than what it is. It's not. When you want something, you pay for it, or you're popping. When you're a popping celebrity, you get clothes for free, right? Yeah. Because you're popping. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It's not. People make it too difficult. It's not an ego thing. People have egos and they don't want to come out of pocket for what they want. If you're that popping, pay. Or if you're that popping, they're gonna fuck with you, right?
They're gonna reach out to you.
It's not as hard as y'all make it seem. POP, pay or get popping.
Okay, another thing I wanted to ask you, what inspires you from the clothes you wear to your brand and things like that? Because one of the first things I actually seen was the Say Cheese logo before I even knew about the blog. And that was 2012, 2013. So I started seeing your shirts pop up everywhere first.
Right.
And then one of the first interviews I actually seen was you with Sharkeisha. Or one of the I think Lil Sharday and the Yeet Kid. That was early on, and I seen you grow from there. Pee Wee Longway, people like that, and you just shot up.
Very first interview in the trap with Jose Guapo.
And that was the first time I actually seen him.
Yeah. So just with the Say Cheese logo itself, I mean, this girl made it. It was dope. It was nothing too much, but I didn't want to come up with a name that was too ghetto, like Get Money TV or Trap House TV. I want Say Cheese is a white. Anybody can feel like it's theirs. You know what I'm saying? Say Cheese is not too ghetto. It's kind of corny. So I just wanted something that was universal for every race, and I just went on from there.
Most definitely. Now I noticed one or two things about your blog that makes you another thing that makes you different. You also have a relationship with labels, and I know sometimes it doesn't go the way everybody think it goes. Everybody thinks you get flown out. They make you a deal and you turn it down just on some cocky shit. But at the end of the day, it's business. So what are your requirements for a label to give you something or for you to work with them?
Can I answer this on camera?
Hi, Tucker.